So, what happened? Alright, so our group decided to do our information system based off of Snapchat. Many of you probably already know what Snapchat is and how it works, but we're going to go into a little bit more detail and depth of what Snapchat really is. So, Snapchat is a mobile messaging system that was launched in 2011 by a team at Stanford University. Once Snapchat is installed on an iOS or Android device, the user is then able to create a Snapchat account. Once the Snapchat account is created, the Snapchat user is then able to add other Snapchat users to their friends list, send videos, and photo messages. The message is only available for a selected amount of time, and once that message is viewed, it is then erased. Over time, Snapchat has enhanced its features like being able to add filters and stickers to messages or videos. Snapchat is very similar to other mobile messaging systems such as texting. As you can see in both of these photos, texting and Snapchat are laid out in very similar ways, each having an individual section for each conversation on the app. They also both allow for the user to send individual customized messages to the other user. Snapchat is based off of sending photo and video messages. The chat feature of Snapchat allows for the user to type out a texted message to their friends without being able to capture a picture, which is exactly what texting is like. Similar to how we add friends to our contacts list in messages and in our phones, we are able to add other users to our Snapchat friends list. Some differences with Snapchat, unlike texting and other messaging applications, Snapchat allows users to have complete control over how long the Snap recipient is able to view the message for. Not only is the Snapchat platform used for communication, the application has many other social media features, like the ability to create a friends list, follow other users, and post 24-hour stories to be viewed by your friends. Snapchat has enhanced the photo sharing experiences by adding the ability to put filters, text, and drawings over the photo messages being sent. As the Snapchat company has continued to expand over the past few years, there has been an increase in advertisements throughout the application. With Snapchat having stories, pictures, and videos that everyone can see, Facebook and Instagram saw this as an opportunity to include in the same platforms. Facebook and Instagram stories are almost identical to Snapchat's, as they disappeared after a certain amount of time. Almost every company and profession uses Snapchats in some way. Larger companies try to reach out to younger generations through the use of Snapchat. Some things did remain the same though, such as companies using it but not world changing. They mainly just used it for advertisement, and it added a lot of new jobs to the information field, but nothing too revolutionary. Snapchat is organized through resources, collection, intention arrangement, agent, and interactions. Resource is anything that we can value, or resources are anything of value that can support goal-oriented activity. Collection is, the collection of data. Intentional arrangement is explicit or implicit acts of organization by people or by the computational process. The practice of Snapchat on this point is very different from the traditional social media represented by Facebook. Agent is an entity capable of autonomous and intentional organization effort. The programmers in the background are agents. They organize the system according to certain rules. And lastly, interactions is digital resources with a greater range of interactions. Users use Snapchat to connect with friends, watching live shows, etc., and those are all considered interactions. Technology companies need to break the rules, and in recent years, few companies have continued to make subversive changes like Snapchat based on their constant development of new algorithms. Here are some of Snapchat's original applications and related algorithms. In 2015, Snapchat launched filters and sponsored filters. And other new functions are inseparable from Snapchat's technology in facial recognition and 3D modeling. In 2015, Snapchat added the Story Explorer to Snapchat Stories. When the user watches videos, they can watch the same event or scene from multiple angles by sliding and shooting continuously with other users. For example, other situations in the show or in a car, not just shooting at your own angle. The implementation of this feature requires a lot of extensive computer analysis video to select what to display in the Story Explorer. These algorithms take into account objects such as video, time of transmission, and location. In April of 2016, Snapchat introduced a new feature, 3D stickers, which allows users to attach emoji to any targeted object in the video, and emoji also keeps track of moving targeted objects. This is based on the algorithm multi-view face detection using deep convolutional neural networking. Snapchat is a short-term data collection application. It is mainly characterized by reading and burning. The main function is to provide a set life period for users to upload photos. The user will send photos to the other users. After the friend of these photos, that they'll be automatically destroyed according to the present time of the user. The photo content is taken by the other party. The original will be notified in time. Reducing the pressure and tension that the content is permanently recorded to the user becomes one of the most important features on Snapchat. In the era of big data, all the dynamics of users on the mobile internet will be recorded, stored, and become objects of investigation, research, and use. More and more people feel that their information security is being threatened. Social interaction applications such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc. all hope to record the user's data. In such a big background, the pressure on users to use social media is increasing. Snapchat has a different basic concept from these social medias. It runs counter to each other and destroys user data. This kind of read and burn smart terminal application enables users to better control their sending. The information has alleviated their psychological burden. This return to the way people communicate on their daily lives has reshaped the meaning of information itself, fundamentally eliminating users' concerns about information security in social networks. In addition to the increase in people's attention to privacy, Snapchat's easy and relaxed lifestyle of the American young life is another important thing. Snapchat is based off of hosting through Google. Snapchat is programmed through Java and Python, and Amazon stores the cloud of Snapchat. Snapchat's facial recognition uses spots to contrast patterns that can commonly be found in the human face. It uses a general map or graph to find people's faces and overlay features of these filters. To make this work, Snapchat trained their systems with hundreds or even thousands of different faces, manually marking some of the common features on a face, such as nose, mouth, eyes, and the overall facial structure. This means that when each of us use our filters in our own faces, the program can use up to 24 frames per second to use its point mask to shift your face and shift the mask to match your face. Today, you went to have a meal. Where did you go after dinner? What did you do, and how much time did it take? This information is now what advertisers want to know. Snapchat recently acquired a company called Placed, which Bloom said, and the purchase price of Snap is $125 million. Placed was founded only 6 years ago, but the financing has reached $13.4 million. Placed's core business is to collect the massive location data of mobile phones, the precise positioning of users according to foreign media reports. Placed, the company can then the later better understand how users use an application. For example, Placed can help developers analyze the user's application usage time period, combine the user's movement speed, and then analyze which scene the user will use the application, and the developer can add new features based on interface. These things are all based on database. That means Snapchat is centered on a database. Snapchat is in fact an example of Web 2.0. This is because it is a user internet-based system that is made for its users. Its interactive element can also classify it as an example of Web 2.0. In Snapchat, the information is sent the same way that all information is transmitted on the internet through packets. Information is created by the user and is broken down into tiny bits that are then sent across the internet and reassembled once they get back to their designated destination. Snapchat is designed for anyone over the age of 13, but I'm sure many people who are under the age of 13 also do still use Snapchat. Snapchat has had a lot of controversy surrounding their user interface. Snapchat has had severe cybersecurity issues from the beginning because the site consists of pictures and videos of their users. The privacy concerns for anyone posting content on the app has been criticized for having poor security that has left it at risk for cyber attacks. Since the site mainly deals with pictures, it has been used by groups to post illegal materials such as child pornography. Snapchat has been especially criticized for lying to its users by telling them their content disappears after 24 hours. But in reality, all the images and videos are stored in the site. At the beginning of 2014, Snapchat has had a massive data breach. The attack was said to have been a response of previous identified weaknesses.